Alright y'all, welcome back. It's Albert LaBelle. And if you remember the last video, we featured this lock. And I had bought both of these together at the Wally World. Real cheap bike locks. But yeah, showed you, if there's a one common denominator you'll see on this channel is, I tell you, don't trust these cables too much. You see, this is another one. Same idea, same type of cable. These cables just don't offer much in the way of security, let alone the lock, That's the weak part in my opinion. Now this is one of those dial combination locks. We got the combo right here, 6423. Bada boom, bada bing, 6423. And the lock opens. Now, this one is not necessarily resettable, although I have done it before. You can take, let me grab a pointer somewhere. Where's my pointer at? I've missed, oh, there it is. My pointer. Trusty pointer. You can actually pop this clip off, take the wheels off, and rearrange them and make your own combination. It is possible. That clip is removable, so you can do it. It doesn't say resettable, I don't think, anywhere. Let me make sure. And they do give it a security level of 1, so, can't fault them there. Let me see. Does it say resettable? Nope. It just says preset. Yeah, so it doesn't offer you that you can reset, but trust me, these things, you can literally pop this clip off, take the wheels off, and put them on in a different order, and you'll have a different number. So it is possible. But these things, you can also decode them. These plastic ones are a little harder, to be honest, than the old school metal ones. Let me make sure it's shut. Because, let me see, those are all, let's put all these right. No, let's put all these wrong. Let's just rotate that and that. So, the first number being a 6, that is right. So, when you pull on it, you'll see, I don't know if I'll show that through the camera very well, but you can see it wiggle. You see how it wiggles? There's a little bit of play in there. These, let me put this one, actually let's use that one. Get that out of the way. This one right here, if I can show it, there's no wiggle because that inside part is pulling on it. There's no wiggle in that wheel. But if you put it to the correct number, let's pull on it. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it'll wiggle. You get a little bit of wiggle in there, so you can decode these. It's not, it'll take a little longer, like I said, than the metal ones, but anyways, I think, back to the weak point, it's these cables. And also in here, we're going to get to that. But first, let me show you. I'm going to take one for the team like I did last time. We're going to put this puppy right on here, and I'll show you just with a pocket size cutter. One hand. One hand. You see? I can do that all day with one hand. You see? They're garbage. You see how thick the cable is compared to that sheathing? There's nothing there. But what I wanted to try, the reason you see that little anvil back there, cheap little anvil, Harbor Freight, I wanted to try something. Now this might get a little noisy, but I was looking at this earlier and I thought, what if we just put this right here and snapped it? Let me go back to that part. Let's go with the 6423, 6, 4, 2, 3. I think it's going to snap right there. You see how thin that is, how weak that is, I should say. I think it's just going to snap off. So we got to try it. Now, if you're wearing earphones, you might want to turn them down a little bit. So we're going to lock that, and I'm going to sit it like right here and just give it a whack right there. So prepare for a little noise. Ready? It's coming. Stronger than I thought. It's bending. Yep, it's bending. It held up. I don't know if we're going to get it open now, but that was pretty fun. But it didn't break. It's just bending. I can't get it to go any farther. Maybe if we stick the cutter in there, now that we're that far. Since we're having so much fun. Well, that's where I thought it would break, but it did bend. So, I gotta admit, I liked beating the snot out of it. But yeah, folks, look, don't put too much faith into these damn cables. The fact that they sell these as bicycle locks, you know, to lock bicycles, it's just silly. You know, now this was what, 10 bucks? What was it? It was $9.96, 10 bucks. So is your bike worth more than 10 bucks? Probably. But yeah, back to, you know, the lock, forget the lock. It's this, okay? That's the weak point. Don't put too much faith into it. I mean, unless you got one of them cables that are, you know, giant like that, it's going to take them a little while to cut through it. Okay, just don't be the weak target. This is the weak target, okay? I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Cables, not great. All right, thanks you all so much for tuning in. Sorry about busting your eardrums up, but that was fun. All right, thank you all so much for tuning in. Remember, if you're not subscribed yet, do it or don't. Thank you.